I think that started. I think it's on like Donkey Kong up in this. All right, pre-market. Hide this stupid thing. Get out of my way. All right, looks like we're up and running. Pre-market. Market has yet to open. We got 2 minutes till the market opens. All right, looks like we're up and running. Pre-market. Market has yet to open. We got 2 minutes till the market opens. Already up for the day about 860. We're in one lot on the Russell. I should have reversed that on the CL. Already up for the day about 860. We're in one lot on the Russell. Another great trading day. Do this. Boom. All right. Looking to sell, obviously, not obviously, oil. I mean, oil's looking to kind of come out on top there. Oil's looking to break out. It is above the RDA now on the daily, at least on so it's recapture momentum. It might be long. And anticipate maybe a sell-off in the NQ if that's actually going to happen. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Good morning. Morning all. I'm trading in the, well, I've been trading some pre-market. As you can see, I'm up about, I don't know, 860 or so. Got one trailing stop in the Russell. You can see it here. Did catch that top. Pretty much almost a perfect fade trade there. Morning all, welcome. Yeah, I could add nat gas as an additional ticker. Oh, look at that. We do see some volatility, obviously, on the open. Let's see where things are going to... Well, if we look at Trading View, we go to the Trading View chart, see where we opened here. Let's see where the opening price is for the week and the day. That's the open right there, right on the previous week. So, gap up day, is it a gap and go day is the question. We do have this range up here at 432, which would be sellers on the NQ. So that's something we're looking for on the 432 level. We do have, so let's mark this as the open. We'll mark it as the weekly open just so we have it in our chart. I know I could use an indicator here, but we'll just put it there. And this one here, put this one up here, just around that area, so we know we're in the same area. All right. Continuation day, at least initially here. Well, there's a little bit of a sell-off here. Yeah. Look. So where are we at here? Let me close Canva. Let me close this. Let me close this. Well, that Russell trade's still working out in our favor here. I was in, oh, where is this entry here? Or what is this? Oh, that's the trailing stop. Okay. Hitting a level here. We would expect some kind of reaction at this zone. So I would expect a reaction there. Don't really want to be a seller. I mean, I almost want to be a seller here on the NQ, but it's just a little, we're still in the first 5 minutes. Don't typically trade within the first 5 minutes. But it does look like it's going to sell off from this range. But it all depends here on obviously what it does right here on the RDA on chart 2. So for members, there is a new pattern. Or actually not yet. Sorry. There's not a new pattern video yet. I apologize. Our pat there. Oh, there we go. Got knocked out of that Russell trade there. We're up about 1,200 for the day now. Let's see where we're at. See if we can find anything interesting here. I think we'd want to be a seller up here on the NQ, probably right around 410. I think that's our initial entry. Not quite ready to get into a trade yet. I mean, I've already been pre-market, did some trades. On the NQ, we'll look at the internals, see what the internals will tell us. The internals on the NQ, we are above the zero line. Big tech, if we look at big tech, I know it's an ugly chart, but we're above all 10-day rolling VWAPs. It's recaptured all 10-day rolling VWAPs, and it's gapped up, obviously. Let's say right around this 991 level, we'd look for maybe a short. I would have been able to. I would have loved to catch that move here on the NQ. But like I said, I don't trade typically in the first 5 minutes of trading, so that NQ, we have to see where that's going to go here on the 60-minute. See if we can get some clues on where we might want to be a seller. Yeah, it's still that zone. You know, the zone 422 to 450 is where we want to be sellers. So we'd almost want to ride it up there if we can, but it's just a matter of can we be picked up on a decent pullback. So we'll put some entries in the market here on the pullback, right around 12,370.2. And then I'll put one here, start a little bit slow. I don't want to be on the wrong side of this trade at 376 even. See if we can get picked up on that pullback. Obviously, we're on chart 1 here that we're looking at. You know, in this first 5 minutes, it sucks because these indicators paint, so it's just harder to see the 5-minute chart. I almost got picked up there. That's good. Let's pull back a little bit. I don't want to be that aggressive. We'll wait for an RDA check. So we're waiting for an RDA check. You have the laptop down here? Huh? You have the laptop down here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. We got picked up on one. That's a little early. Ooh. Don't like this trade. Yeah. Definitely. Don't like that trade. See if we can hold it. Get into profit. Nope, it might sell off deeper, so we need to be able to protect it. Trade ourselves out of that. Come on, you can rip up. There you go. All right. Got out at just break even there. Probably should have stayed in that a little bit, but like I said, hey, welcome. Welcome. Great to have you here. I wasn't confident that it's not going to sell off there. That would have been a great trade to hold, though. Obviously, it was a great pullback there. Just once again, it's the first 5-10 minutes of the market, so I don't trade heavy in the first 5 to 10 minutes. I like to see like to get an idea where things are going. Did briefly had to trade ourselves out of that trade. I should do a participation trade here. So we do have a level there. We do have a level here on chart 4, 13,362. So the next patterns video that are going to be released to members here, should get it done here in the next day, is the level check pattern. So, and then for that pattern, there's going to be a video for each individual chart on the 4-chart layout. So it does look like it's going to go up. Yeah. So I don't want to give too much room here. Yeah, now it looks like it's going to go down. Yeah. Annoying price action there. Almost need to get out of that. Stupid ass trade. All right. I can't be playing around with fades anymore. All right. Let me focus on not doing stupid ass trades. How would I do that? All right. That was a dumb trade. Okay. Here we go. We're back further down here. This is where I'd want to be a buyer down here. Down to the 237. That's where I want to be a buyer. Want to almost follow it down there, but the volatility is such that I'm not quite sure there yet. But we'll see if we can follow one lot down. That'll get knocked out here. That's a level check, so I have to be very careful about this trade here. Is that level going to hold? That's the question. Looks like it's going to hold initially. CL is selling off too. I don't quite want to be a buyer there yet. I'm going to be a buyer right around here. Right around 78.70. Oh, damn it. Oh, there we go. All right.
Order filled.
See if I'm on the wrong side of this trade. I might be on the wrong side of this short trade here. So we'll see.
Order filled.
It's going to rip up, isn't it? I know it's going to do it. Looks like it's just going to rip up. Yeah. Damn it. So it's either going to sell off right here or it's going to rip up. A little early in the session for me to be doing this, actually.
Order filled. So
a little early in the session. I'm streaming on Discord too, or on the audio. So for zero delay. It's holding momentum. Now it's just a matter of, is it going to hold momentum? Is it going to rip down? So I'm not going to give it much room. Because it should either sell off here or probably rip up. Yeah.
Stop filled.
Fuck.
Order filled. Order filled.
Question is, do I want to reverse that? That's the question. Nope. I see the sell-off, but also it looks like it wants to rip up first. So I guess I should have just been a seller up there, or buyer up there, or seller up there.
Order filled.
All right. Let me refocus. I got a little too aggressive early.
Order filled.
So let's see if I can make that up.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah. I should have been a buyer down there. I was messing around trying to short that stupid thing. It's just very, very, fuck you. All right. I feel much healthier now. So that's good. All right. You little asshole. Get out of my way. Things are lagging a little bit here today. It's starting to annoy me.
Stop filled.
It's going to rip up. It's going to continue to rip up. Yeah, I traded too early today. I should have waited. Should have waited about 15 minutes into the market. That one trade there was wrong. But it does look like it's going to continue up and rip up. So like I said, I still want to be a seller up there. That range, if it gets there, slowly getting there. I almost feel it rolling over here.
Order filled.
So let's see if we can play the rollover here. Could be wrong, obviously. But it feels like it's going to roll over.
Order filled.
Obviously, a kind of aggressive fade there. Now it's a matter of is this momentum going to hold up? Yeah, it's going to hold up. You little bastard. Maybe not. I don't know. It's pretty volatile.
Order filled.
Stupid momentum held up. Should have went momentum. All right. Come on, dude. Rip up. Stop doing this little baby ass stuff that you're doing. This little hesitant little move stuff that it's doing, it's kind of annoying. There we go.
Order filled.
Did take one off just because it's at a reaction zone. Should have been heavier. Yeah.
Stop filled.
I was up decently for the day, for the start of the day, but obviously yeah, it's just a matter of that's going to be a deeper pullback or is that going to be a false break again? And then is that the area where you want to buy, or do you want to be a buyer here and here? I think you want to be a buyer around 362 and 369. Would have been nice to ride that down, but probably more close to 362. So it might just sell off from here, obviously. But I would have wanted to be part of that move. I actually saw it rolling over. I just didn't take that trade. All right. Let's see if we can get below this low here. It's just a matter of, does the market want to sell off there?
Order filled.
That's the question. A little early on that trade. Way early. Need to be a little careful here because it actually might rip down a lot harder. So it actually might rip down a lot harder because it broke that level. So it might come down to 332. Yeah.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. So we can write it down to that level. I think it's going to go down there. We'll see. It's being awfully stubborn. All right. Let's get not as aggressive as I am right here. Let's get a little bit less aggressive. Maybe even down to 290 if it does really sell off. But we do have the RDA right around 349. So that's kind of where I'm first kind of looking for maybe a reaction. We'd expect some reaction there.
Order filled.
Took one off, just taking profit along the way, trying to get back to profit. Not that it matters. More focused on doing good trades. You jerk, you're going to take me out, aren't you? Oh, you jerk.
Stop filled.
What an asshole. Well, I don't want to be a seller anymore up until here. So we'll be a seller up here if it gets up here, up to the 6-7 level. Otherwise, I don't want to be a seller yet. I want to see if it ranges out here. We're right at the RDA. So don't want to be seller on a reaction zone. Yeah, CL targeting for me 7966. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm looking for 80, 18. So on the upside on CL 80.18. I missed that entry there on CL, so I don't really want to take that.
Order filled.
All right, we'll see if that NQ trade is going to work out. Put a couple entries down here, up here. Put one entry right here. Yeah, I mean, gold, I don't see any trade. The Russell's pretty much the same thing as the Nasdaq, so it doesn't really matter if I trade the Nasdaq or the Russell. Need to start. Okay, now I need to decide. We need to look at the market here and get a little bit of a feel because we're about to get into the half-hour close here. All right, so is it going to hold that level there, or is it going to do a gap fill? Fill the gap down to 390, that's the question. So 390 would be down here. Or not 390. Sorry, 290. 290 would be down here. 290 would be a pretty big sell-off, but that's probably where you'd want to be a buyer, obviously. You do have a momentum check right around 284. So I'll be a heavy buyer probably right around 284 to 275. That's kind of where I'll be a heavy buyer if it gets down there. If it does get down there. So it's really that, yeah, it's that check there. And then we've got levels right around 282. Yeah, that 282 level, that is what, you know,
Order filled.
if it's going to go down, that's where it's going to go down. Now, obviously that green candle there that just transpired, this might actually be the reverse move up. So, yeah. I'm on the wrong side of this trade, I think. Just matters, is it going to let me get out, or am I going to have to reverse right here?
Order filled.
Yeah. Piss me off. All right. Not playing around with you anymore. I should mute that.
Order filled.
Got trailing stops in. I mean, problem is it's right on the bubble there. This trade is right on the bubble.
Order filled.
So I either need to reverse it
Order filled.
or see the trade. Keeps finding buyers though. But all it needs is one rip up or one rip down for it to decide the direction. So there we go. It does seem like the buy side was the right side there, but we'll see.
Order filled.
All right. Just taking profit along the way, just because it's so skittish.
Order
All right,
filled.
there we go. So now we got 3 in profit. Might be getting back to our positive P&L. Had to feel the market a little bit. Did a little bit bad trades here. Yeah. Yeah. I see the VWAP more. I see that. Yeah. We want to test highs. Does look like it wants to test the highs. So we'll see. We are trailing, obviously, on chart 1 here. That's the NQ. And we've got CL. We got a level up here around 79.50 that we might scalp quickly if it gets up there. Then we got a level in GC that it might sell off to down here at 1853. So we'll see. And then the Russell obviously is kind of in a momentum short. Some ways we should probably look for a position around 1926, like right around here on the Russell. We'll see if we can get picked up around 1926, 60, 1927 or so. See if we can get picked up there. All right. Back in a profit, I think. Well, we will be. Possibly. This chart can, if this chart cooperates. There's nothing else I want to be in on right now. Miss the trades on everything. Maybe CL down to here. Maybe CL at 79.86. That's probably where we would maybe look to be a buyer. 79 on a double tap. 79.89. Yeah. That's where we want to look for a double tap of the level. It's not really a strong level. It's a weak level, though. Chart 4, CL. But 79.89. We're going to get knocked out of that trade, aren't we? So I'm focusing on trading the system, not trading idiotic moves, not fading, not being Mr. Fader Man. How's everybody doing, by the way? How are you doing? Everybody doing good? Looks like we're gonna. Yeah, did have a little bit of a. I had one bad trade there where I just basically miscalled the market. What's up, Rex? What's up, dog? You're my homie, man. I am your homie. Let's get some coffee, little man. You want some coffee? All right. Get some coffee, little homie. Say, hell yeah, I want some coffee up in this bitch. Did we get knocked out of that trade yet is the question. One of my 6 monitors is down. Oh, gonna have to upgrade.
Stop film.
All right, we're back into profit, $122. That's not acceptable. Good, I'm doing good. I'm just focusing on now trading in the zone. So let's see if we can actually, I think maybe right here is where we'd look for a level test possibly. Need to get up my P&L. I was up a lot more than that, so we need to have a good day today. Need to start getting aggressive. Need to start trading aggressive, so I need to start looking at the charts here a little bit deeper. See if we can find a decent trade. It should have been long there. Oh yeah. No, for those that, dude, like we do have another private level of Discord. So if you haven't joined Discord, join Discord down below. Should have. Hold on, let me focus on trading before I start talking.
Order filled.
Looking to get picked up at 1368.50, or either I'm in a participation trade here on this one. It's because I missed the trade signal early. So we'll see. Not going to give it much room, actually. Give it a little bit of room. There we go. Rip up, man. There you go. You can do it. You got the skills.
Stop film.
I guess not. Guess you don't have the skills. Little NQ that could. Yeah, so those that, if you join Discord, we've started a new Bravo den. It's a private den. It's for people that want to adopt the system, but for maybe you're not quite there yet, meaning that maybe you just want to learn a little bit more about the system. It's free of cost. The other thing is that what we do, and that is that you'll get one trading setup based on our system. So you can, some people too that maybe you're at a point where you can't quite afford the training on the one-time fee, $9.97. But you still want, you still resonate with the system that we trade. So that's what the Bravo Den is. Sorry, my ear is starting to bother me. Just annoyed. Sorry. This side effect of this treatment, they say it's not, but it like fills my ear with water or whatever. I'm really annoyed by that whole situation. Because when I talk, I can hear myself in my head because it plugs my ear. Friggin' annoying, dude. All right. Well, should have followed that down. Should have shorted that. So the question is the level going to hold right around 4.6 on the chart 4? So members, chart 4, we're looking at that level at 5.1 or so. It's probably like 4.9. Is that level going to hold? I think we should short down to that level. I think we should call the bluff on the market and think it's going to short here. So might rip up here. We are at 9.02, so we are at a volatility time. So do need to be careful on that trade. Let's see how we're doing. There we go. We'll do a participation trade, not give it a lot of room. Only got picked up on one entry there. Well, might get picked up on these other entries. Yeah, just.
Order filled.
Am I on the wrong side of this trade again? Am I doing stupid fades? That's the question. And my ear is pissing me off. Sorry, guys. Or sorry, everybody. I just can't concentrate with that friggin' annoying ear thing. Got an opportunity to get out there. The question is, it looks like it's going to rip up, or it looks like it's going to do both. That's the problem. It's hard to kind of really read the price action here because it's at a kind of decision area, and I probably should just get out there. I get a chance to get out here at a break even. All right. Just got out just because it's a little volatile here. We are around the 9 o'clock hour, so we weren't trading at an extreme. Our entry was right in the middle of a range. If your entry's in the middle of a range and you get a chance to get out, get out. Just don't take the risk that that range is going to be in the direction that you expect, unless you see the trade. But if your entry's at the middle of a range, just realize, hey, I'm in the middle of a range. So these entries that we're doing, they're in the middle of a range. So really, there's not high confidence on either side that the trade's gonna go in the favor that we're looking for. And this ear thing is literally annoying the heck out of me today. I want to be long here based on what it's doing. You know, the buyers are continuing to buy in this area, and I keep telling them this is the terrible area for them to buy. But the buyers don't want to listen to me. So the buyers either need confirmation or they need to get to a better area to buy. They should have been buying down below, not here. But what do I know? I don't know what, We are, I think we did get picked up in some coinage today. We'll look at that here in a little bit. We do have a level here, kind of a minor level. Once again, this trading is not like you don't have any, there's not real edge here based on this price action. Oh, dude. Sorry. I'm really annoyed by my ear. Trying to trade with health issues just sucks. I'll just share that in advance, or I'll just share that generally. Trying to trade with any health issues just sucks. Because it's just, you're just dealing with crap that is outside of your mind. All right, on the Russell, we're looking to get picked up at 914.40. See if we get picked up there. Probably don't want to be as aggressive there, so we'll probably be around 914 even. Spot 914 spot. And we're not in any crypto trades, so we're still looking to get picked up on a couple crypto trades here. See where we're at in the crypto market. I started in the crypto market for those that are new. If you're new, you'll want to join Discord. You'll see a link down below on both TradingView and the YouTubes. All right. Things do look like good morning, Nathan. Okay. Yeah, just ask via Discord. And then I'll have you added. And then, like I said, this is for people that are, you intend to trade the system. You want to be an alpha member. And so it's a good place. Pips, distance, and start. What is that? Could you explain a bit how you set up trading on NQ? Sure. So we use the 4-chart setup on the NQ. What you're seeing 4 different tickers here. So that's what you're seeing here on right now, the stream. We trade what we call the 4-chart setup. It's 4 different charts, 2 time charts, 2 tick charts. It gives you a superpower in trading. It really does. So that's what I'm trading that you don't see is I'm trading the 4-chart setup on all 4 of these tickers. We use the platform we use is Tradeovate, but also I just noticed this weekend that NinjaTrader acquired Tradeovate. Oh man, look at that move. I wanted to be part of that move. I was not part of that move. All right, let's see where we're at. NinjaTrader just acquired Tradeovate, and what they recently did, actually this weekend, I think, or this week, I thought they were gonna. What I was worried about or were they going to take Tradeovate's technology, or were they going to discontinue Tradeovate's technology and then go with theirs? Well, what they did actually on the latest release is that it looks like they are going in the Tradeovate version, meaning that their app looks like Tradeovate. It's basically Tradeovate technology, and which means that I don't know what that means for legacy indicators on NinjaTrader. So we were working on acquiring a NinjaTrader shop, possibly a NinjaTrader indicator shop, or would just become NinjaTrader approved. But our indicators are already on Tradeovate. So if, son of a gun, I missed that move. Need to get aggressive, man. All right. Let's see where we're at. Might be going heavy up here if it does get up there. So we want to see the index get up to 418 to 432. Let's look at the internals. Internals are here. Internals are up. Yeah, this might be an aggressive, obviously, fade trade. But so NinjaTrader also has, or the same tech that we're trading with. So I thought that was interesting this weekend. So I would say that why for new traders I like Tradeovate, because it's really simple to set up. Like we're some of us in our group are moving to Sierra Chart, and Sierra Chart, the learning curve for Sierra Chart is like, it's pretty massive. It's not just something you just fire up and you just start using. You're like, oh wow, this is cool. I'm a trader. It takes about a week or so to kind of get your handle on it. Let's see where we're at here on the sell here. So yeah, it's going to sell off. The question is it going to sell off here, or is it going to sell off where it wants to up above? It's that 432 area. That 432 area, I would be pretty comfortable being a seller up there, I think. So I like Tradeovate just because, number one, the ease of use and the ease of trading for a new trader. As far as the NQ, all you need is top a book. So for $6, that's all the data you need. Now you're paying max fees, so you are paying max fees on that. So just keep that in mind. So, like I think this account I am paying max fees. So when you're trading, obviously as a new trader, and you're looking to trade, well, number one, if you're a new trader, you're going to be trading the MNQ. As a new trader, you'll trade the MNQ most likely, unless you start with like a $25,000 account. If you start with a $25,000 account, then yeah, trade the NQ. But you better had 10 days of demo where you were green, and don't aggressively trade. But most new traders, you're trading the MNQ. You're trading the micros. So most new traders. Let's see if we can find an entry here on something, because things are moving, but they're not at any of the zones. So the Russell did hit the RDA. So we probably should do a entry on the Russell for a potential sell-off, but not get too aggressive on that. So I've got two entries there on the Russell. We got one right at the RDA, one we just did an entry right here. That is chart 2 that you see here on your screen. We do see that it hit the 50% OR. So, I might want to move that up a little bit to be right around there. So I moved up my entry to retest to the 50% OR. And then we've got two trailing stops that are relatively close to that. Momentum did shift on the Russell. So trade, sorry. So for those that are new to the trading that we do here, we trade, number one, we trade reactions areas, and then we also we trade momentum and bias. The yellow indicator that you see is the RDA. That is our bias indicator. Damn it. I think the Russell's going to move up from here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to sell off at the RDA. Yeah. It's obviously following the
order filled.
following the NQ up. So while it's at a different signal area, I don't think it's going to sell off. I think the NQ wants to get up to that 30 level and then sell off. I think that's the target area. I should be doing a participation trade. I should be doing a momentum trade up to there, but I didn't get picked up. I want to be too aggressive on this pullback here. I'll wait for a momentum check there. Friggin' ear. Damn it, dude. Yeah, so if you're on Discord, just ask and you want to be part of the Bravo Den. And add what I should add here. I think I have to add here. Let's see if we can add that. What the hell? Why is there so many worksheets on this thing? I don't know why that chart has so many worksheets. This one too. Does look like it's starting to slow down, but we don't have the counter signal yet. Should have rode that up. Let's see with the CL. CL, we don't. The next CL trade that we really want to be part of here is right around 79.48. It's the next trade we want to really be part of. We do have a protective stop, obviously, in there, just above that, around 79.58. That's kind of above that high. Look at that. We're just waiting for that zone. We're just waiting for that zone. Waiting for that 457 to 429 zone. Might fall short. Might fall short of that zone. Yeah, Nathan, well, just send me a DM on Discord. So just send a DM on Discord. That way I know your name. I don't know if you have the same name. What was that? Oh. All right. Should be part of a trade, but we have no. We're waiting to hit it heavy up there at the 12,430. That's what we're waiting for, or for our first counter signal. So we're really waiting for that 12,430 area, or for our first counter signal. Then we'll hit it heavy. Don't want to start too early. Right now, you're just kind of guessing. Gold is potentially selling off. I think gold probably would there be a good entry right here. Almost. Right around 1858.2, spot 2. We're going to scale into gold here. So that is, sorry, you don't see the chart. That is this chart here. That's where we're looking to maybe scale into gold. All right, here we go. Almost at NQ short zone. There we go. We're almost at the NQ short zone. Almost there. Almost there. I don't want to answer too early.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, there's our first entry. Let's see if we got too aggressive. We're probably too aggressive there. So let's see here. Don't want to get stuck in a short squeeze type of situation. So we want to wait for the first counter signal. Oh, shit. I accidentally entered 3 there. All right. There we go. We're getting into the zone. Let's just see whether or not that zone is right. We don't know that yet. We don't know. Oh, the NQ. Look at that. We are getting a little hurt on that trade. Starting too early. Yeah.
Order filled.
Starting a little too early. Don't have the counter signal yet. See if we can get that counter signal. There we go. Is this the counter signal? So do we want to stick with this trade or do we want to trade against it? That's the question. Did give us a chance to get out at a decent clip there. So it's either going to use the momentum here to rip up, or it's going to probably test the next momentum down to 421. Yeah. So there we go. Now, you need to be, if you're going to trade this, you need to be able to scale in right around the 65 level. That's what you should be planning on if you're going to hold that position. It's a big range, I know, but you need to be planning to scale in at the 65 level. That's the next impulse up if it's going to impulse up. So if you're going to hold this like I just did, because like this is kind of like it's the first counter signal we've got, and it might use this counter signal to sell off. Number one, you probably don't want to go more than 6 or whatever your trade limit is, or however you're trading. But I wouldn't go over 6 in this range. And then I would be planning to scale in at a higher clip around the 67, 70 zone. 470 zone, sorry. And my ear is starting to bother me, so I do apologize. I usually am not very upset, but this ear situation with whatever liquid stuck in my ear is really starting to annoy the hell out of me. Come on. Sell off, dude. You can do it. You got the strength. Almost at the zone. Almost. Doesn't want to tap the zone. That's the question. Doesn't want to tap the zone. Does it want to do some tappage? I don't know if that's a technical trading term, but I just made it up. Doesn't want to do some tappage. We're going to take some profit here because it is at a reaction zone. So I did take some profit. And I will be knocked out of this trade if we get knocked out on our trailing stops, because we do not have the full counter signal yet. So we're not going to trade we're not going to fade if we don't have the true counter signal yet. But that might have been the best entry for this sell-off, but we'll see. You little bastard. You're going to take me out. Look at that. Little NQ bastard. Yeah, it's going to sell off now. Like a little... Man, oh man, oh man. Like I said, we don't have the counter signal yet, so I'm not going to go super heavy just because it's still trying to reach that zone. Still trying to get there. We go to the 5 minute. Let's see what the 5 minutes telling us. Got our first slowdown, but I could just see it impulsing up into this 1250 area. So, like, the question is the index going to sell off here? And that I didn't miss the trade. That's the question. And it looks like it is. Damn it. Need to get heavy.
Order filled.
All right. Is this going to be the sell-off? That's the question. Am I going to have to scale into this? That's the question I need to answer too. I think I should plan to scale into this heavy. if I'm going to do this trade, I need to scale into it properly. So let's do one little baby position right there so we can participate. And then let us just plan. Let's just plan to enter up around these parts. Got no new news events.
Order filled.
Do another entry right up here. Trading on chart 2, by the way, for members, chart 2. So we are trading on chart 2. Sweet. Crypto, I'll add you to Bravo Den.
Order filled.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to do this trade here and guess. I mean, I'm guessing basically at this zone. Then I'm going to have to scale in properly here. So, because I'm guessing that there's should be a reaction here, but at the same time,
Order filled.
We haven't got the counter signal yet. So slowly scaling in here at key levels for an advanced fade trade. So again, part of it is that you need, if you have ability to have enough powder, you can trade a lot differently if you have enough powder, obviously. So the question is, if we look at that zone there, is it going to pull back to just about 409? If it does have to get up. I mean, this is a first profit area, which is right around 417. We'd like to take some profit if this 4 lots here works out and it sells off from here. The first profit zone is 417. We got CL rising up. CL still trying to move. We do have the Russell did sell off, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if we trade the Russell or not, because the NQ is in the same pattern. So does not matter. It's being pretty stubborn with the sell-off. So we'll do another entries up here, and then we'll move these up. Yeah, did not get the counter signal. Whoa. I need to move this to the other screen. Apologize. But I need to be able to watch it. All right. We're down on that trade. We're down on the GC trade. So that trade does not look like it's going to work out.
Order filled. Order filled.
Well, maybe. We'll give it a chance. I did add a couple positions there. It's either going to break out here or not.
Order filled.
Yeah, it's going to sell off there.
Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
Getting stopped out of the GC trades. But I should have.
Order filled.
We'll see. GC is going to move up. Or GC going to move against me here?
Stop filled.
Ah. All right.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Screw you. All right. we're going to trade GC back to the level that we should have been trading it at anyways, down here. So this is where we should have been trading it, down to 855. Ooh, look at that. We're down to the grand. It's going to hurt. Yeah, we're kind of in this short sweet situation where it's not selling off. So do one more here in this zone. Still looking for a profit area right around the 419 if it does sell off. And then we'll see here. Kind of a, you know what? I feel like I'm not in the zone. It's because, well, I don't have my music. I need to go upstairs and get something. Just not selling off. Okay, let's get these out of there. And then let's plan to scaling up here. So I'm going to stick with this position. We do have kind of an initial counter signal, possibly forming right now as I speak. Like at this level, potentially. Nope. We don't. There's not a counter signal there because the candle closed. So we do have a kind of an interesting level down here at that 390. Still think that's where the market wants to test. It's that 390 area down here. This 390 area, this 389, there's a couple things aligning there that I would think the market would want to test, but obviously it's being a little difficult. So yeah, so we're looking at 390 on the downside. Let's see here. Here we go. We look at the VWAP. Why is the VWAP not on this one here? What the hell? Oh, it's because there's no volume. Duh. Yeah, I need to be smarter than the chart. Well, the CL, we're still looking for that CL sell right around 79.49. And then I don't know why that's set to a trailing stop. Stupid little chart. Yeah, we didn't get the sell-off, so I almost should reverse.
Order filled.
Yeah, did not get the sell-off. Should have reversed. Like I said, you have to plan then to scale in up here. Like this is your next scale in area. So you don't get too aggressive. So you're going to stick with this trade. I mean, it might have rolled over there. I should have reversed the second that momentum held on chart 2. But, you know, we'll do we. Definitely a fade trade. I know I said I wasn't going to fade, but that's the trade that's on the table. Like, I mean, that's the potential monster trade on the table. That's why I'm building a fade position. So I'm looking for a 390 test. That's what I'm looking for. So I might just get out right around 424. So 424 and 429, I might just get out just because if it does get down there, obviously. Not planning ahead. I'm just saying, just so, you know, should have been adding a little bit there, a little bit more, but I don't want to use too much powder until we get up to around the 6.4 level if it does rip up there. It's been very stubborn on the sell-off, so rolling over. So now I got an opportunity here to potentially get out at break even or around there. Well, I did. Once again, fade. We're fighting every momentum check on the way down. Our first profit area is around the 424 that we would be looking for. If you look at the 5 minute, that's a decent sell-off. You look at the chart 4, and chart 4 is what you would expect. But once again, the buyers are not giving up. Buyers just need to be slapped once. That's all they need to do. Just slap them once. Knock them around the room. You know, that's all they need. Just one time. That's all I'm asking. So, waiting for the buyers to be slapped. Like open-handed slap. I'm not talking like, you know, like super slap. See though, might just rip up. We've got no new news events on the calendar. So, and then it did hit our zone on the NDX. Is it going to go retest our zone? That's the question. I'm ready to get picked up around the 70 area if you want to pick me up there. I'm a little upset that you haven't rolled over yet. I am upset about that whole situation.
Order filled.
Sweet, presser. That's great. Oh, okay. Well, good. Checking in. So we got picked up on that CL trade initially there, and we'll see how that rolls. In some ways, like we'll give it a little bit of room. We do expect a reaction. Now we are starting to sell off there on the NQ. So, but once again, it's a fade trade. So what does that mean? It means every friggin' momentum check on the way down, it's going to stall and it's going to give you pain and agony. It's going to make you wish that you weren't fading. It's going to be literally like, hey, dude, you shouldn't be fading this market. What the hell are you doing? So it's going to punish you all the way down. That's what fade trades do, man. They punish you all the way down. I'm going to get out, maybe. Should I get out? I think I should just put in trailing stops and then let the trailing stops knock me out. All right. Got out of the NQ. Just, it's not cooperating. So I'm not going to stay in that zone if it's not cooperating. Now I might sell off here, so I might go heavy in a second.
Stop filled.
NQ or the CL trade didn't work out. So the next zone of the CL reaction zone is really obvious. It's 80.17. That's the next zone. 80.07 is where I'm going to start my trade. We're going to do a participation trade on the NQ because it wants to be a little child on the way up here. Can't really say what I really want to say about it. This is a PJ13 stream. But what I really want to say about it is probably on the R side. Come on, rip up, dude. Rip. You're going to do it. Do it. Stop playing around like a little. Go. There you go. Rip. Rip. Go up. Come on, dude. All right. We're back in our zone. All right. So then really our sell zone is up around that 5-0 level. God, I'm playing around with this stupid. Okay. It's about to get ugly here. it's about to get ugly. If it gets up here, I'm probably gonna be in a 90 to 100 lot trade here. So it is about to get ugly if it gets up there. Go ahead, go up there, dude. I dare you. Triple dog dare you to get up there. I will short the hell out of you up there. Come on. Rip up, dude. All right. Am I having connection issues again? All right, is it going to roll over here? That's the question. Nope. So we did get the first hour. We do have the opening range close. We do have the opening range to trade against. Now, terrible P&L day so far. Only up $137. So that's because there's about 3 stupid trades I did today. So let's go and let's see, wait for either sell off there, trade against a sell off, and then we're going to put fixed stops here. So we're trading against a sell off there, and then we're going to put fixed stops right here. We will put a fixed stop right around 447 on the NQ. It's either going to take us out or it's going to sell off. So thanks. Yeah, I just saw a disconnect warning. Look at that. I'm on the wrong side of this trade again, like an idiot. I'm trying to time the top, which is the stupidest thing to do. You know, because as we can see here, it's continuing to be in that mode where it's doing I guess you could call it a short squeeze. I don't really think of it that way. I just think that the chart is obviously momentum long, and I'm trying to time a top. This trade might go against, so this might be where I want to sell though. That's the problem. It's in the zone, but I do think it's going to impulse up one more time. Maybe not. Ooh. There we go. It's very interesting price action here. All right. I think I need to start committing to the sell. I need to start committing to the sell. All right. I think I need to start committing to the sell. Think you're going to vol up, and then you're either going to vol up and surprise the hell out of me, or you're going to vol down. But I need to commit one way or the other. Otherwise, I'm just playing around. All right. Yeah, it's going to go up first. Damn it. Miscalled that. Should have waited for this zone up here. Miscalled that. Completely miscalled that. Yeah, are we in the short squeeze situation? And if we are, is it going to go up to that range? So I need to be prepared to. So let's get out of all this. And then let's plan to scale in right around there. All right.
Order filled.
No counter single yet. That's the problem. Should have just been patient to that 60 zone. Good dumbass. Yeah, I should have just waited for that 60 zone. So do I want to reverse and get up there, or do I want to actually, what do I want to do here? GC, yeah, GC moved up. Damn it. Missed that trade too. It's too aggressive there. So the next trade on GC is right around 1863, 1864. That's the next trade on a sell. It's the next strong level. Chart 4. Just plain chart 4 to chart. Strong level to strong level on chart 4 on GC. Holy crap, look at that. Yep, there we go. There's the short squeeze that, we're looking for.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Almost to the top of our zone.
Order filled. Order filled.
Almost to the top of our zone. Almost.
Order filled. Order filled.
Almost to the top of our zone. Almost. Oh, there we go. Should have waited for that. Should have waited for that movement there before I started adding.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. See how we're doing. Okay, we're about at 20. So our next scale in zone is up here at 95. That's our next scale in zone. So we'll wait around 95. If it rips up to that level, at least we want to be able to have enough powder to get out of this trade. All right. A little heavier than I want to be right here in this zone, but I think we're good. We'll find out. We're fitting to find out. Fitting to find out whether or not this trade's going to work out or it's going to hurt. I should have just waited for the top of that zone like an idiot. Yeah, I just need to be a little bit more patient. Just a little bit more patient. I would have just been a little bit more patient. My basis would have been better. Shouldn't go higher than 12,496. I've had those thoughts before. It shouldn't do this. It shouldn't do this. I agree. It shouldn't, but it could very well. It could very well continue up. Once again, I'm in an early fade trade.
Order filled.
At a minimum, I'd like to see a pullback back to the OR high at 441, but it might not even do that. Yeah, no, I'm with you there, Ninja Trader Shark. I mean, I should have waited to this zone here. I should have been patient until this zone hit. But as usual, I don't have patience on fades, so I'm falling back into my bad habits again. So we'll see. Do have enough. I have plenty of powder to trade myself out of this up here if it gets up here. So I could triple this position up here, if not more. So it's just a matter of being patient now. Almost want to do one more position there. It's not going to sell off easily. Yeah, it's going to use that level to rip up to the next level. Damn it, Jim. I'm a chart, not a doctor. We are pretty extended from, I mean, as far as a fade trade goes, this is at least in the right zone where you'd want to be fading. So we're in the right zone because we are pretty far extended from all the indicators. So you want to fade at extremes, but I'm a little heavier at this basis than I want to be, obviously. And then I need to be prepared to scale in, not aggressively, but up here. If it does get up here, and then my basis will be right around here. And then we would expect some type of reaction, but it might not be. I might be just on the wrong side of this trade and have to take a loss. So that might be what's in store. What's up, little homie? Little Rex? He's just chilling like a villain. I'm not urinating. This is coffee. Sell, man. Sell. How are you doing? You got him at 235 right now. Sweet. My nephew's up 235. Well, look at that. We were going to get an opportunity to get out of this, maybe at a break even. Do we take it or do we hold this? Do we hold it down to the 447 level, or is it going to rip up from here, right here, literally right here? I think what we do is we give it a little bit of room to move a little bit. Aha, look at that. Gave it too much room. It's going to rip up from here, and it's going to give us a bad trade. You little bastard. Look at what it's doing. This little stupid little, like it's being really annoying. Fine. I'll get out. Just too heavy at that zone. So we can start over. Just too heavy at that zone. I don't want to be that heavy right there when it's playing around with a little stupid momentum check. So it's like it might have sold off there, and it probably is. But at the same time, I'm a little too heavy at that one momentum check. The market gave me an opportunity to get out at a decent clip. I took it. And now it's doing exactly what I didn't want it to do, which once again, you're in a fade trade. So we're starting over. Starting over now with the first counter signal. So we actually do have something to trade against. So, but once again, it's not. I actually feel you're okay. Oh, I don't feel I'm okay. I'm a little upset about that whole starting early on that trade there. And then we need to start focusing and building some P&L today. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. So there we got 4 lots there. We're going to focus on, that's going to be our basis, and then we're going to be right around the 8.5 level. The 8.5 level doesn't pick us up, but we're going to do a couple entries up here. Do a couple entries up here in case it does come up here, right around the 6.7 level, and then we'll do one right here, do one right here, and then basically the rest of the position will be built up around the 90 level if it gets up there. So we're really going to sell off down to this level here on 447 on 4 lots here, and then take some profit on that. Or we're going to get picked up here, or we're going to restart over at 490. As far as the oil's using that level to sell off, so we would so that's kind of what we expect there in that zone. But really, where we want to be sellers is up here, up around 807. If we look at the Russell, is moving in tandem with the NQ, so it doesn't really matter what we trade there. And then gold is, it's holding the 1 hour level. So I do want to be a buyer on gold, but I just haven't been patient with the movements that it's making. It hasn't committed to breaking out on that 1 hour time frame. So then we're now in profit here. We'll see if we're going to remain in profit here. Could put another entry right here. If it does, I would call the bluff that it's actually going to recapture momentum here. So I could put additional entries there. Maybe we'll get picked up here right around 463 and 4601 or 462 on the NQ. This P&L today is unacceptable. Very unacceptable. So the question is, if it does pull back further, is it going to go to the 424, the ATR extreme? That's the question on that. I do see the DMs. So I know there's a DM for people one person asking how to get started in the membership. So I'll send you a DM here when I'm done streaming. So, or I'll respond to your DM. I do apologize. It's kind of hard for me to fully communicate and stream sometimes. There we go. We've been playing around with this little, it just doesn't want to sell off yet. So the buyers need to get slapped one hard time, and then they're going to think twice. Possibly. I don't know. They might not rethink their life, but I think they personally should rethink their life. So let's see. Booyakasha. We're trailing all of our stops, and then we've got So we might get knocked out here on some trailing stops, but I don't want to go negative on this position. Yeah.
Stop fill.
Friggin' annoying, dude. This fade trade is literally annoying.
Stop fill.
Yeah. You can feel it wanting to sell off, but also there's buyers that are still being idiots in the market. I'm sorry. I know I'm commenting that buyers are being idiots, but really, I think if you look at the charts, like you should have been buying lower and not buying here, because you're expecting a breakout into Jesse James, Jerome Powell's conversations tomorrow. So I think he has 2 talks over the next day. Jesse James, Jerome Powell is what I'm going to start calling him, because he's an outlaw. But he's got 2 talks tomorrow, or a talk tomorrow.
Stop fill.
Yeah, screw you and your little stops. He's got a talk tomorrow. Let's see what he has going on here. Yeah, Jesse James Powell speaks 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then he speaks 10 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then tomorrow we have, don't have anything major. But then International Trade Goods and Services we have on Wednesday, March 8th. All right, is it going to go back up? We should plan for that, so we should just do 1 lot here. Plan for it to come back up. Yeah, screw you. I need to get back in profit. Dude, if you get up to 490, I'm going to, like, seriously. That, actually, I will. I hope it does get up to that level, because that is actually where I will be shorting the heck out of it. All right. I'm using the level here, 455 spot 75 to go potentially long. Did get picked up on gold on a pullback. It's a little aggressive entry because the level really is at. So I'm going to plan to get picked up all the way down to gold, down to 854. Ooh, my gosh. That might be a sell-off there. That actually might be a sell-off.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I'm either going to be massively wrong here or massively right. There we go. Start selling off, dude. You want to hit down here. I think you want to hit down to 430. I really want you to go down to the 390 level. That's what I really want you to do. So, that's what you really need to be fitting to do, but I'm not. Don't do it yet because I'm not at size. So just wait for a little bit before you do that. Let me get its size and then I'll do that. Then go down to 390. So let me call your bluff on this little move up here. You little. I could see it ripping back up there. Jeez. Chasing the trade. Chasing the trade. Don't chase 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 the trade. All right, let me look at the 4 charts, make sure I'm not in tunnel vision. All right, what time is it? It is 9:57, so we do expect volatility here in the next couple minutes. So the question is, do I stay with this short or do I reverse for the move up? I think I reverse on the move up, but I don't want to reverse until it pulls back a bit. Or will it not pull back a bit? That's the question. We're about 2 minutes into the 10 o'clock hour, so it's probably going to rip back up. So looks like it's going to rip back up.
Order filled.
Down $1,500 for the day. That sucks. All right. Am I going to have to make this? Am I going to have to start really getting upset? There you go. Rip up, dude. It's like it wants to rip up now because it did recapture momentum. So that's just a matter of my stops too close. And do I need to scale in? Oh,
Stop filled.
That's what I was exactly saying. Do I need to scale in
Order
on a
filled.
pullback? Or is it going to sell off?
Order filled. Order filled.
Going with momentum. So until momentum gives up. But it did stall at that level. It did stall at that level. So this last line in the sand right here on the big tick, chart 4 is really where it's at. So I need to be careful that it's going to actually rip down. Here we go. Put trailing stops in. I'll be taken out if it does rip down, because then I should have reversed up here. Should have reversed up here. I'm trading in this really interesting zone, and I haven't quite got the conviction of what direction it's going to go yet. Does look like it's going to go short.
Order filled. Order filled.
Right on the 10 o'clock hour. So it's either going to rip up here, surprise the hell out of me, or it's going to rip down.
Order filled.
It's literally on the bubble. Literally on the bubble. Look at that. It's going to rip up. I can feel it. There we go. Getting some volatility. I would like to see it rip down, but I might be on the wrong side of this trade. Nope. I think we're on the right side of this move here. Just a matter of, can I not get knocked out on volatility for my protective stops? Should not even probably have those in the market. Come on. I need to make up $2,400. Jesus. Come on, rip down. Oof. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Just been on the wrong side of this move here. And that was so that momentum breaks on the big tick, then it's going down to 426 probably. So if that breaks, it's going down to probably 426. That breaks. It's going down to 426. We don't die, we multiply. I think it's down to 427. That's probably where I'm going to look. That's where I'm targeting. If it does sell off to 427, the first profit zone. I mean, the first profit zone actually is probably right around 436 if it does sell off. Maybe I'm in a trade that's not existing here. Yeah, it might not roll over here. It might use this level here. I'm trading in a trade that doesn't exist.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Use that level. I'm literally watching that level. So I'm literally on the bubble here of this trade. It's either going to use that level and rip above it, or it's going to use that level and go below it.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Can I be patient? That's the question.
Order filled. Order filled.
And am I going to get an opportunity to make profit here, or is it going to take me out on my tight stops? There we go. So of course,
Stop filled.
it's going to take me out on my tight stops here.
Stop filled.
GC, we're down $50 on GC. Literally on the bubble right there, that trade. So need to give it a little bit more room to have volatility, but I don't want to give it too much room and have the trade go against me. So now it's just being patient up to that 7.5 zone. It's just being patient up to that 7.5 zone. If I can ride this trade up there, if it's going to get up there, or I short up there, and then we're gonna start seeing some P&L growth, I believe. Frustrating day for me. That's actually my own fault. I mean, of course, it's my own fault, but I mean, I'm doing stupid fade trades like I said that I shouldn't be doing. We'll get it back. Get it back, son. There we go. Just a matter of can we hold it up to there. Let's baby this position a little bit. Take some of our deuces. We don't die, we multiply. Let's take this 4 off and let's do some deuces. Let's take some off.
Order filled.
Took a little bit off just because it's at a stall area. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Can we ride this up? GC is pulling back, but we're looking to be a buyer down below. So we're looking to be a buyer around 1854, 1854 spot 1, 1854. Boy, I sound like a trader. 1854 spot 0. We're going to short the heck out of it if it gets above up in the zone. Short if 459. Roger Dodger. Yeezy. Yeezy. Don't call me Roger. Oh, wait. What is that? What is that saying in an airplane? Roger, don't call me Roger. It seems like every day since I discovered you about 2 weeks ago, the market has been absolutely stupid. Yeah, I guess, it depends how you define stupid, right? But I mean, so today, I'm down in P&L, but that's because I fell into Super Fader Man and not waiting for the signal. So I'm down today because I wasn't patient. But as far as like the market being like crazy, no, it's just, it's, I think that people are positioning for, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even try to guess why people are doing things, but I think that what from the sentiment that I can read, I guess I should say, it does feel like people feel like they maybe missed. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, that's what it is. Don't call me Shirley. But it does feel like people feel like they missed the bottom. So now they're chasing. Yeah, don't call me Shirley. That's what it is. So thanks everybody for reminding me of the airplane quotes. There we are. We're up. We're in the money. Look at that. I think we're in the money. We can start doing the money dance. Maybe not. Maybe we're not in the money yet. Oh, we're going to get knocked out of that. knocked out. We're not going to be in the money yet. So it did get up to the 480. Now the question is, we should be saying is, should we be reversing our position here?
Stop fill.
Should we be reversing our position?
Stop fill.
That almost is a reversal. I think we reverse. Boom, boom, boom.
Order filled.
Baby, baby. All right, we're reversing. We're in the Oompa Loompa land now. It hit Oompa Loompa. So it's either going to seriously sell off in Oompa Loompa land or it's going to rip up. So we're not going to get too heavy yet. We are in the Oompa Loompa land.
Order filled.
Friggin', we expect some shortage. Going to be pulling the market by the short curlies. Never used that phrase before. Yeah, we are up in Oompa Loompa. Like, there needs to be a reaction here. I mean, there doesn't need to be, but everything in my system is saying that, hey, there needs to be a reaction here. So oh, what the hell happened there? Yeah. So we're not going to get too aggressive. Oh, man, look at that. Yeah, these buyers are I don't think they're going to sell and take profits. I think these buyers are just going to hold until, like, they don't look like they want to be taking profits up in here. But we're in a zone. I mean, I don't have to, but I really need to take this trade. So my basis is a little bit. I did take that trade early because we did get a signal, but really on chart 4, we don't have a counter signal yet. So really trading against chart 4, which isn't smart, isn't the brightest thing in the world. We are long on that GC trade. I'll protect that one trade, meaning we'll put a trailing stop real close, get taken out. Let's look at the daily. Jeez, it might be going for 493. It might be going for 493. Is it the question is it a gap and go day, or is it going to have any pullback today? That's the question. That's the question. Is there going to be any pullback, or is it going to be a gap and go and just stall day? So the next range that we're looking for is obviously the obvious level, which is on the index 493. 493. So we're about there where we would expect a sell-off. Get a little bit less aggressive here. Look for an overshoot around 510, 512. So we got a basis position around 6 lots. I'd like to be a little bit heavier if it does. If it does, don't call me Shirley, sell off. We did get stopped out of that GC trade for a little bit of profit. We are, where are we at here? Check Discord, conversations, off topic. Oh, thanks. No, look at that. I've done the ear cleaning and everything else, So, like, not to get too into my what's the word I'm looking for? My personal health. Booyakasha. All right. Do we want to get heavier on this sell-off here?
Order filled.
There we are. We just did by 2 lots. All right. Sell-off, dude. I want to see a sell-off down to 423. That's what I'd like to see, a sell-off now. Booyakasha. All right. Let's trade against this. Let's get in on momentum checks on the way down. So let's trade against the sell-off here. Let's take a little bit of risk here.
Order filled.
Take a little bit of risk. Be on risk-on environment. Maybe we hit the early sell-off. We do have a relatively weak level on chart 4 developing there, right around 473. So if that level gets tested and then does lose, then we would expect a further breakdown in price. And we would expect a further sell-off. Like I said, I'd like to see the 426 level tapped, just because that's where I want to start taking profits. So the 426 level is what I would like to see tapped. if it does do a decent sell-off. And then it might get down to 412 before it finds buy support if it does rip down there. We're in the initial Oompa Loompa land. Thank you for the ear stuff. I will look into it. Do have one of the best communities here. So, oh, look at that. Look at that friggin' move, dude. This is literally annoying that it's not selling off. Ah. You know, the question is, do I call the bluff here or do I wait? Fuck. That pissed me off that I didn't reverse that. All right. It's going to do another impulse up. And then I did not reverse at the right direction. So we don't know that for sure. We have a level at 47750. If it hits that level, retest, and it's going to impulse up. So yeah, I'm fading this market when I should, I'm fading a very strong momentum environment where I should have been momentum long. Look at that CL trade. CL is going for that next level. CL is going to be a short here. I'm going to short the heck out of CL. Now CL is signaling that the NQ might be selling off. So CL is signaling that the NQ might sell off. But if CL hits this level and then doesn't sell off massively, potentially the NQ won't be selling off. So potentially that's kind of in the cards. We need to kind of watch that. I like my basis here if it does sell off, but also if it doesn't sell off, I'm going to have to prepare to add right above the 500 level. So that's where I'm going to have to pretend. That's where I'm going to have to add. Once again, this is advanced scalping or advanced fade trades. And I'm not even executing them as well as I'm probably, if I were to grade my trading today, it would be about a C. So, I need to be doing better than I am. We have the first level check on the CL. Well, not yet, but we will have the first level check. I would wait for like a 79 or like an 80.02 to enter there. 80 spot 2. That's what I'd wait for. And then let's see if it's going to roll over here on the NQ. Yeah, over trading fees and knock you out. Yeah, don't call me Shirley. All right, let's see if this is gonna. So we do have the CL didn't hit the level that we're looking for, 79 spot 92. We're looking to get into GC again on an 1854. The Russell, once again, we're trading the NQ and it's the same pattern, so it really doesn't matter what we trade. Or, like we either trade the NQ or we trade the Russell. Damn it, it held that level. It's holding momentum. On chart 2, it's holding momentum like a little annoying little. I should just be trading momentum like an idiot. But I don't want to reverse here because it might sell off here. We're in our zone. So it's just a matter of, does it really want to tag the next zone? Which the next zone is right around the next sell zone for where we would expect a reaction is, Jesus, that's pretty big actually. It starts at 497. So that's where our next zone starts at. And I almost should just be reversing this position and riding it up. But I want to see if this level holds or sells off. 60-minute chart is not really giving us good clues. It is, but it's so friggin' far back, I can't friggin' see it. I mean, we would expect a zone here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trading early there. So it's really up to 561, which is where it might sell off. at 561. That's where I'd really want to sell.
Order filled. Order filled.
We're in that area. We're there where I would expect a reaction. Might have to take a bigger loss on this than I want to. This is going to be a repeat where it's going to come back to my entry. I'm going to get out at basically break even. And I'm going to, I would want my basis higher because I wasn't patient on this fade. This is why you don't do fades. If I would have been trading momentum like the system said, I would have been doing great. So there we go. Let's see, there's our entry right there. We're basically maybe at break even. So am I going to do the same thing I've been doing, which is like, hey, we're back at break even. You're giving me an opportunity to get out of the market. Let me get out. No, we're going to stay with it for a little bit. Looks like it's going to sell off maybe. The volatility there. We do have our profit zone right here. So our first profit zone is at 465. If it hits there. There we go. Dude, you're literally being annoying. Just slap the buyers once. Or am I going to wish that I got out here? That's the question. Waiting for the profit zone that should hit, or am I going to wish I got out here? Probably going to wish I got out here, maybe. Oh, look at that. There we go. We're seeing some volatility in the market pick up. Sweet. That's what I want to see. Finally. Okay, there we go. Now sell off, dude. All right, now we got the sell off. I think the sell off's hitting. It's on. I think it's on. I think we're going to sell off unless I get knocked out on this volatility by some 10. Come on, sell off, dude. There you go. All right, let's see if we can stick with this a little bit longer. If it does sell off, we do have a reaction zone here. We'll see if we get knocked out. We'll probably get knocked out on this volatility. Freaking annoying as hell. Let's start over all over. There we go. 1. Stalling at this area. It should not be stalling at this area. It should be stalling just a little bit lower, what I would predict. There we go. There's 6, 8, and 10. Do want to take profit like at this zone here at 460. Come on, sell off, dude. You can do it. You got the strength. I want to ride this a little bit lower, but at the same time, we do have a momentum check here on the 5 right around 463. So I do need to take some off on 463. So that momentum check needs to take some off profit. Here we go. We're going down. Go, dude. Keep ripping. Keep ripping, dude. I know you can do it. And I wanted to be heavier, but sell off didn't. Okay, we're going to take some off there. There we go. We're in 8. See if we get knocked out here. So it's a momentum check. Like I said, I want to see a little bit sell. I'd like to see a sell off down to, honestly, that 430. All right, there we go. We took some profit off. Now we're see if we can ride these 6 lots down. Should be heavier because I did see it. But so our first area that we were looking for maybe a reaction here is right around 443 if it does get there. 443 is what we'd be looking for the first reaction. Knew it was going to roll over somewhere here. Now it's just a matter of how much is it going to roll over. And then can we stay in this trade long enough here where we're not going to get knocked out? I want to maximize some profit because I want to get back in the green. I know I say I don't watch the P&L, but at the same time, I want to get in the green. Give it a little bit of room here. So we do have momentum checks. So like I said, our first area using chart 4 for members, chart 4 is 443. You know, our level really is at 424, but we're talking about a momentum check. And then we got an RDA check right around 408 if it really does sell off. So that's kind of what we're looking on chart 4, members. Chart 4, 424. Now, bias and momentum has shifted. So what I would do is I would sell up here. If we get knocked out of all of our trades, I'll just start over here up here. I'm fine with starting over. Starting over on basically another level. I mean, we do have a level up here. So we do have a level up here that we would want to trade against. We'll see if we get knocked out here. We're in 4 more lots. So we'll not get too aggressive on this check here. But then this is where we would want to re-enter if it comes up and takes us out. I think it will. All right, there we are. We're in profit again. We can do the profit dance. So you can see here around the, where are we at? That's interesting. So we're in 2 lots. Let's change that up. Let's baby this 2 lots. Let's see if we can put 1 trailing stop up here and then 1 trailing stop a little bit closer so that we can maybe ride that position a little bit down. I didn't want to get too aggressive on buying that pullback there, just because I don't know if this is the sell-off or not, or the buyers are going to step up. But I would assume the buyers are going to start stepping up around 445 if they get there. What did I get picked up on, man? GC. All right, so we're getting picked up on GC in our position. So GC, we have a couple different positions down around the 1853 spot 7. 1853 spot 7. I haven't used the spot term that much, but you know, sometimes I want to feel like an actual real trader in the pits. All right, starting to get a feel for the market. We do have the GCOR range, so all of our trades are below the GCOR range, and obviously we do see a 5-minute level down here. That's pretty obvious. So I would almost move these down here, and just we're going to do a longer GC swing trade. So we're looking for a longer GC swing trade. It might react to the opening range here, which we would expect. But markets continue to sell off. Would have liked to be a lot larger, and I was, but I wimped out. Did not stay at size on this sell-off. Still, looks like we'll have a decent clip on this trade. I'm going to, on the GC trade, I'm going to put stop loss at entry. We'll get taken out at profit as it rises up, and then we're looking for the stronger level on the 5-minute. All right. We did get picked up on the CL trade, so we're on the first initial CL trade. Do need to be careful on that because the 1 hour is trying to impulse up. So the 1 hour is trying to impulse up. So we're going to get around 818 for where we want to be. All right, now we're knocked out of our NQ trade. We're up about $1,800 for the day. Let's see if we can maintain that and just grow from here. So let's just focus on doing good-ass trades, not doing stupid-ass trades. Talking to myself here, by the way. CL, look at that. Ooh, bam. All right, CL, we're a little early. So the question is, CL, are you going to actually do what you're going to do, man? See this, homie? Are you really going to do that? Oh, man. Is CL going for the next level is the question. That next level is 80.82, and I can't hold to that level. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. Oof. 80.82. That's the question. Is that where it's going? If it is, I need to get out of that trade here. Yeah. Son of a gun. Can I hold to 80.82? Well, I could. What is that going to put me down? All right. Fine. Black gold, oil, shorting the hell out of you at 88, 81, spot 28. I'm going to hold this for a longer term trade. Either I'm going to get out of break even or I'm going to hold it for a longer term trade. We do have, so we do want to get into the NQ if it does come back up to 461. Members, chart 4. Chart 4 is at a momentum check. We do have a strong level at 424, and then we have the RDA at 405. So members, chart 4 is your control chart for the day right now. Should be trading off chart 4. So members, members for NQ, chart 4 is control. It's controlling your trades. So that's what, for people that are new, number one, join Discord down below if you're here from YouTube or TradingView. When I call these charts, we trade what's called the 4 chart setup. So how it works is basically one chart has the signal where we expect a reaction and we're trading around that. And then we use the other 3 charts for confirmation. So one chart generally is the area is not generally is the control. Now, obviously, if things coincide with each other, then that's good. So sometimes our charts, obviously, they coincide with each other, or they have similar levels that are building. But generally, one chart is the control for the trade. And then that chart is the reason for you is the thesis for you taking that trade. So that chart is the thesis for you taking that trade. Oh, we did not get picked up on the NQ, so we're going to have to get out of all this. So now it's just a matter of is it going to sell off? And then do we want to have a participation trade here, or are we early? So when I say chart 1 to 3 or 4, that's the chart that has the control for that, for the thesis for that trade. And then you look at the other charts or the other levels or anything, other patterns, and then you say, okay, yeah, I got confirmation on chart 2, or I got confirmation on chart 1. But one chart is the control for all trades that we do. And it was you we written in Discord? What? Can you say that again, Shul? It was you we written in Discord? I'm confused. So I will share this. There are people that are impersonating me. I very rarely will DM you on Discord. I might DM you and welcome you to the server, but I'm not going to ask you for Bitcoin unless you're looking to join my membership. But then I don't go out and overtly say, hey, join my membership. I wait for people to ask. So if you have someone that looks like it's me, number one, you can look at my account. And I probably should put this very plainly. My account, I started my account. This is my account, 1461. I started my account December 30th, 2017. So that's my account. My Discord account is xCavalis. I did change to Rexdog Actual in the server. Member since December 30th, 2017. Just if you're having any, if anybody's communicating with you as me, that is me. All right. So this is me. And most people that are communicating with you, they, so we're in the green on this CL trade. And I'm just wondering, do we want to, I think we do. I think we're going to put some trailing stops here on the CL trade. This is chart 2. You see that here. And then we're going to put some trailing stops, 4 trailing stops, and then we're going to probably take some profit right here because there is a reaction zone right around 80.1. So we're going to take some profit right there. And then let's see if these trailing stops can lead us to some good profits. Yeah, so if you're talking to someone on Discord, it's my name, and it's not X Cavalis, member since December 30th, 2017. You're talking to a faker. The other thing I would say is that you can always like message me in the general and say, hey, dude, like, am I talking to you? And then I'll respond in general and say, yeah, dude, this is me. Or no, dude, it's not me, you know? And the thing is with Discord, if they're not in the server and they just added you as a friend, I can't block them. You'll have to report them. I can't do anything. So if they're not in the server, I can't block them. But if they're in the server, I can block them from the server. But they can still add you as a friend and start talking to you, you know, and start, you know. All right, the NQ, the question is it going to sell off here? So this is an RDA check on chart 2. I'm in tapped. Yeah, so that's, yeah. So definitely that's not me, 7685 or 7885. That number is too high. You notice my Discord number is 1461. So yeah, I mean, trolls will troll, man. I think we need to get out of this trade. I think we're wrong here. I'm going to do one more entry up here at the extreme band. Or we'll do one more entry here, or a couple more entries here. But the question is it going to sell off? It did lose momentum there in the 5. So you see this here, it lost momentum. So that's kind of what I'm trading against. But I don't want to get too aggressive. And actually what I probably would want to do is call the bluff on any move up to this level. So I'm looking at, I'm in 3 lots right now, but I'm looking around 473 is really where I would call the bluff. Problem is on chart 2, we do have a changeover in momentum. So it might be using this level to find buy support. So this is a trade that if you are fading, yeah. Yes. Not me. We do check the server often for people that are using similar names. So that's something we do. We do. My last money also is gone. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. Will it sell off? That's the question. There we go. So the CL trade is starting to work in our favor. We're up about $850 on that. Let's take one of these positions. Well, let's take another profit right around 79.74. Do I sound lame when I say spot, Tony?
No.
Or do I sound cool? Do I sound like an elite trader when I say spot?
No.
Rex is probably wondering, hey, who's this spot dog? Like, did you get a new dog?
Yeah.
He's about to go aggro on us. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude, about losing your money. I don't know what to say when people share that with me because I don't know. You know, I've been there. Like I said, I've blown up accounts. Damn it, Jim. We're in the GC trade. We're up bigly on the GC trade. But the NQ trade is really punishing us. So the question is, should I get out of that trade or should I think I'm going to wait for scaling up there and then should get an opportunity to probably get out. It's just slowly just rising up. I'll do one more position there. Then we'll do another position right here. So if the NQ gives me an opportunity to get out of break even, I'll probably take it. But it's the momentum on chart 2 has shifted. It's momentum long and now it's recaptured bias. So this is kind of a bad fade at this point in time, but it might be an overshoot. So I'm trading off an overshoot on chart 2 just so everybody knows, all members know.
Stop field.
Where did we get stopped out? We got stopped out on the GC trade. So really, I'd almost want to be a buyer on GC at the RDA check on the 60. So I'm going to wait on the GC trade to get in again. On the GC trade down to 1851. So if price gets down to 1851 and that level down there and 1849, I think that's the GC trade we want to be in on. So GC gold, 1851 to 1848 is where we'd like to be buyers on GC based on what we see on the chart, based on our system. So GC trade is 1850 below zone as buyer. It's pulled. You'd probably trade it down there too. I think it probably will sell off. So I'm going to do a GC trade down to there, and then I'm going to enter right here. And I'm going to put trailing stops up at the extreme band on chart 2. Trading off chart 2. Chart 2 is my control there. I've got 2 entries, and then we'll just see how that trade works out. So CL is still in profit. We're in 1 lot left. It did hit the RDA on chart 4. So the level that we're either watching is either 79 spot 50 or 79 on CL, or you've got another strong or decent level. It's weak level. You got another weak level with support and resistance level at 79 spot 25. So, all right, we're maybe in the profit on the NQ trade here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put trailing stops, and it's either going to take us out at a loss, or we're going to get to ride this down for the next wave down on the actual NQ. So it did sell off. That might have been an overshoot on chart 2, but we got to be a little bit careful because it's just an initial overshoot. Let's see if we can ride that down. So this is obviously on chart 1 is what I'm watching, or what you're watching. So NQ, we're selling off. We are in the profit and everything now. Trading the Rex Stock system. If you're interested, join Discord. Ask me how to get started. You'll see links in the description and then below the video on TradingView. So that's what we're trading. We're trading the Rex Stock. So my nephew's trading. How you doing today?
I'm still up in the green.
What are you in the green? Or do you want to share?
160. I
All right.
dropped down a little bit for that one. Might be starting to really volatile, so I just waited for a bit.
Yeah.
Starting to trade again.
So is in the green at 160, but a bit of over trading. So my nephew, like I said, I'm teaching my nephew still to trade. He will be transitioning to real capital here once he has 10 green days in demo in a row. So that's what we're focusing on. Focusing on him having 10 green days in demo, and then we'll move to live capital. All right, GC is starting to maybe pick us up, or starting to get into the negative profit zone. Where are we at on CL? At CL trade, we're above the momentum indicators on chart 2. All right. Is it going to sell off at the NQ? Looks like it is. I mean, it lost momentum and bias in chart 2. So is it going to sell off? Can say it again. Overtrading is the devil. You're right, Brian. 100%. Yeah, overtrading is one of the worst negative trading habits. Do I get out here? Look at that. Well, it's holding momentum on chart 4. So like it's literally on the bubble. So what I'm going to do on the NQ, I'm going to tighten my stops. I'm going to put my stops just above the RDA on chart 2. That's where I'm putting my stops. And then it's either going to take me out at a loss, or it's going to rip down and take me out too early. Okay, there we go. All right. Candle by candle reading. We're reading price action once again. We're chart traders. What does that mean? Chart traders means that we don't trade the news. We don't care about sentiment. All we care about is what's on the chart. What does that also mean? That means that we are price action traders around our indicators, and we believe what the chart tells us. Otherwise, what are we trading? So you believe when the signals hit the chart. If the signals haven't hit, or if you don't have signals, then what are you trading? All right, I'm out of that. Out of that trade. NQ looks like it's going to hold up. So we might want to be on the upside here. Carefully, cautiously on the upside. I mean, it's using that level on chart 446. So 446 is what you're trading against right now, members. 446. You're trading against 446. Like, that should be plainly obvious. You're trading against 446. There's no other downside level that you're trading against. So you're trading against 446. Now, what's your upside level that you're trading against? 480. So, members or anybody looking to adopt the system, you need to know your immediate downside level and your immediate upside level. On the NQ, on chart 1 here, the immediate downside level that we're trading against it literally is, we're close to it. We're right around, it's 448 spot 50. The immediate upside level is 480 spot 25. That's what we're trading against. That's what the system tells you. That's what the chart tells you. So you might have one more tap at that level around 450. Your best entry obviously is an overshoot on that. But yeah, we'll look at the gold. I'll look at that MASH T boy. I'll look at that here once trades settle in 5 minutes. You're not using volume in your trading system? Nope. We don't use volume. We don't need volume. There's only 2 times we use volume. 2 times we use volume. Number 1, we use the VWAP in our system. Okay. So here's the thing. Like, our system, like, I don't use volume except for, we teach to use volume only 2 times. Exhaustive volume or stopping volume. That's the only time we care about volume. Other than that, because we use the VWAP in our system, and the VWAP is an indicator that we use in our system when we trade around, we don't need to consider volume because the VWAP takes into consideration volume. So we don't need to even, I have it on my charts, but you'll never hear me say, oh, wow, that's a huge volume move. Literally, you can ignore it. You can literally ignore volume except for in 2 cases, exhaustive volume and stopping volume. That's when you have edge on volume. Just how I think you should look at the market. I think it's a waste of time to look at volume. Let me rephrase that. You need to have an indicator in your system that factors in volume. In our system, we have an indicator, the VWAP, that factors in volume. And then what is beautiful about the indicators in our system is that they correlate to where the volume levels are. I used to trade TPO, so I know TPO very well. I know TPO pretty deep. I used to trade, who is those dudes that have the 4 internals? So, yeah, I'm on the wrong side of this trade. I think we need to short this.
Order filled.
All right. Am I burning through P&L? I am burning through P&L. I'm like Nostradamus over here. Burning through P&L. I don't know what that had to do with what I was saying. All right. So let's go to this chart here.